Welcome back. All right, so I was watching games last night, and I started to realize what it is that starts to drive me crazy when I'm watching hockey games recently. And I don't know if this has become more and more of a thing, or if it's just something I've noticed now, and I can't get it out of my brain here. So I'm gonna talk about it. So this is a hockey puck. This is an all star game puck. See Vancouver, 1998. Ooh, and all that. Um, so when you're playing hockey, this is a really important item to have. The team that has control of the puck kind of controls the game. And when I see a team go out there and they're playing their style of hockey and they go up 2-0, 3-1, maybe even 4-1, and then they start taking this item that's that important, and every time they get it, they just lob it out. Hey, we got the puck, let's lob it out so we can get a line change, which is fine. But essentially, what teams are doing is they're taking the item that if you don't have control of it, you're not controlling the game, and they're deciding, we're going to let them have it. We're going to let them have it for most of the third period because we have a lead. So, since we have a lead, we're going to let them have this thing that if it goes in our net, the lead starts to disappear. And what's even more frustrating when a team is doing that, lob it out, just lob it out. Oh, they ice the puck again. Oh, it's another icing. It's okay though. They got a 3 goal lead. Oh, it's a 2 goal lead. Now it's a 1 goal lead. And then they keep doing it. And it's like, it doesn't work. The one example that I always use, the one that I always bring up is prevent defense in football. Team will have a 21-point lead in football. And I don't see this in the NFL as much as I used to. You don't see these comebacks, but they would just all drop back like, yeah, we're going to defend the long pass. We're not going to worry about 5, 10 yard runs. Why would we worry about that? Well, because if they get enough 5 or 10 yard runs, see that end zone? They're going to be in it. And then they're going to onside kick it, and then they're going to do it again. And you guys are going to keep preventing. And I remember John Madden saying all a prevent defense does is prevent victory. And it never left my brain. And now when I'm watching these hockey teams, they get the puck and they just fling it back to the other team. All right, we got this. Well, I believe this is yours. It makes me angry. And I'm not talking about like when a team is pinned down for a couple of minutes and they're exhausted. That's going to happen, right? You're going to have a team get exhausted. They're not able to get the puck back, and when they get it, they just ice it just to get some sort of a break. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when a team is making that conscientious effort to not have the puck. And when they get it, maybe they'll pass it around a few times and then they'll just dump it in and get a line change. I'm like, okay, so you took 20 seconds off the clock. There's 15 minutes left in this game. And I don't know if this is coach related, if this is just okay, when we have a lead, this is the system we're gonna play. This is how we're gonna play. But I think this is a big part of the reason we see so many comebacks. Why leads are no longer safe is because teams with leads change the way they play completely from the way that they played, which got them the lead. I don't understand. Imagine in boxing how this would like it wouldn't, right? In any one-on-one sport, it just no. But in a team sport, we're gonna be like, it's fine. It's no big deal. It's fine. And it drives me completely crazy. It is one of those things that, and once I realized that, and I mean I've been thinking about it the last little while, but I heard it during the San Jose game last night, where color announcer says, yeah, they just keep lobbing it out, and I was like, that's what it is. That's what it is. They take the puck, which is the only way the other team can score, and they keep giving it back. They just keep handing it back. And not because they're exhausted, but because that's the system. We have a lead, so we sit on it. We sit on the lead. And because I always see fans too, like, oh yeah, that team had a lot of zone time. They had a lot of puck possession. They didn't really get to the net though. But still, wouldn't it be better if your team has the puck and they're at the other end of the ice? It's easier to protect the lead when you keep playing offense. Like I'm not saying like go all offense. Obviously, you're gonna have to have guys out on the ice that can play the defensive side. But I do not understand for the life of me why it is that the item that we can all agree that puck control is important, that now teams are just handing it away. Now, one thing that's been noticed with hockey this year, this season in particular, is that teams aren't bringing it in over the blue line now. There's a lot more dump and chase, which is fine. Dump and chase doesn't bother me. Dump and chase is fine. Some teams are very good at the forecheck. They're very good at recovering those pucks in the offensive zone. When you look at the NHL numbers right now and you look at giveaways and takeaways, if you go, giveaways seem a little high. I think that it is when a team dumps the puck in and they chase it. I think that's where the giveaways are. I think that's what all those giveaways are about, because otherwise it just doesn't make any sense. There's no way that teams are giving the puck away 25 times in a game and only having 2 takeaways for each team. I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. But it drives me crazy, and I don't know if I'm the only one. So I thought I'll do a video on this. I'll see if it drives other people crazy. Because when a team has the lead, you should keep doing the things that got you the lead. And I see more and more now of hockey teams just taking this very important item and just giving it to the other team. Here you go. You guys can have this because we've got a lead. So it just seems so silly, doesn't it? It seems so odd. Like you wouldn't imagine in basketball. Yeah, I just threw the ball away because we have a 20-point lead, so we'll just keep throwing the ball away in the fourth quarter. No, you're on the bench. Your coach is having you like checked out by the team psychologist. But in hockey, we just watch a team throw the puck back to the other team at the neutral zone so they can regroup and come right back in and go, well, they've got a lead, so they're protecting the lead. The best way to protect the lead is to have this and keep it and make the other team take it away from you and not just hand it back to them. Well, we're just going to fling it back out. And it's just after they've already had a line change, there's fresh players on the ice, and they still keep doing it. And I don't get it, because we have seen so many leads that fall apart. And especially when we're starting to see teams, it feels like it's more often now we're seeing 4 forwards and a defenseman or 5 forwards on the ice. So it's more dangerous. And I think, of course, when it's 5 forwards, my argument has always been that it's more dangerous at both ends of the ice, because if you turn the puck over, now you got 2 forwards playing on the back end. And the odds are that the other team is just salivating at the idea of having 2 forwards playing back and having that chance to get to the net and maybe score. That's a whole other discussion. Let me know your thoughts as to the amount of times that we've watched teams not able to hold leads. It might be 4-1 after the first, and that team that has the 4-1 lead plays completely different the rest of the way. They're a completely different team. So let me know your thoughts on this matter. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And there you go. You got your old man rant. First one of 2025 that I consider to be an actual old man rant. And it's about the fact that teams keep just throwing the puck away. Did you guys want this? Because we're ahead by a goal, so we don't need it anymore. It's got to be a Canadian thing, doesn't it? We share too much in Canada. We're just too nice in Canada, and so this is what just leads to this kind of problem. Thank you guys so much for watching. And hey, let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will talk to you again soon.